Hi. I think I've decided that when you are really upset, one good thing to do is to make a rum cake. And I realized that people love rum cake, but people don't know how to make a really good rum cake. And there's recipes that float around, and I got my hands on one, and I wanted to share with you some of the things that I'm doing to make a really good rum cake because it's very, very simple. First of all, you start out with a yellow recipe, a cake mix, a yellow cake mix recipe. Often people say like a, a butter recipe cake, but I didn't use butter recipe for this one. Um, I think the recipe I have here says Duncan Hines Golden Butter Cake Mix, but I think I used Betty Crocker Yellow Cake. In any case, you just take that and then you take a box of vanilla instant pudding, but I put in actually a box of vanilla instant pudding and a box of white chocolate instant pudding. You need 4 eggs. You need half a cup of water, half a cup of rum, light rum, good light rum. I'll show you what I use. But if you have better rum, the better the rum, the better your cake is going to be. And then a half a cup of salad oil. That's it. You just mix it all up and you put it in your greased and floured bundt cake. So I'm about to pull mine out of the oven, and then I'll show you the whole trick of making a delicious rum cake. So now I've taken my cake out of the oven, and I'm letting it cool. You can see that I use a silicone bundt pan. I really like that. You still have to flour. I've used those Pam spray and then flour. You have to do that really well or it'll really stick. This is not sticking. So I'm letting this cool and I'm making the glaze, which is obviously the main thing, which requires a full cup of sugar and a full stick of butter. And then use a 1/4 cup of rum, and the recipe I'm looking at says a 1/4 cup of water. But I decide to use a 1/4 cup of rum and a 1/4 cup of Kahlua because I think it'll be so nice. So you can really end up calling the cake that I just made white chocolate Kahlua rum cake. And it is going to be so good. So what I'm going to do is when I'm ready to pour this glaze, I'm going to take this tool. But you can take, I have another kind of tool too, but you could use toothpicks. You really need something thin like this, and you need to poke a whole lot of holes into your rum cake, so that you can get that glaze all the way down in there. But the neat thing is that once you have your glaze ready, you're going to pour it right into this bundt pan, and that's how it's going to be so yummy. You're going to really, really slowly just pour it all in there, and there's going to be a lot of holes, so it's just going to all soak all the way through, and it's going to sit in there for an hour or 2 hours, and it's going to soak it all up. It's going to be so delicious. And when you're done with that, you're going to take it out and put it in saran wrap, and then you're going to eat it the next day and the next day, and it's going to get better each day. But so all you have to do with this glaze that I'm making is once all this melts together, and I'll pour this in here too, I'll boil it. I will boil it for 3 minutes because I want to be able to feed this to other people than just me. So you're going to boil it for 3 minutes, and then you're going to pour it over, and you're going to have a delicious, easy rum cake.